when you're at the gym, doesn't the music make the biggest difference in the world?
Absolutely.
Or just whatever it is.
You have relationships with friends, family members, whatever, and you go out to dinner with them or you hang out with them on a weekend or go out to the bar, whatever. And you can't really put your finger on why some of these people you hang out with make you feel really great. Some of these people you hang out with, you feel exhausted after a little while with them, and you try to, make your exit. And you really can't figure out what it is. You can't define what it is that either attracts you to these people and wanting to spend more time with them, or wondering why they repel you in some way. Repel, I guess, is what I'm thinking of.
For sure.
So these are the energy givers and the energy takers.
Yes.
Is what they are, right, Gandhi?
Absolutely.
You have that article you were talking about. I'm going to go over this because it applies to all of us.
Yeah, so when it comes to people, there are really simple things that they say make energy givers versus energy takers, and it's characteristics. So they're positive, encouraging, solution-oriented. I think that's a big one for all of us. We see people who just complain all the time.
Right.
Without offering up how they would like something to be different or what their input is on making it be better. They tend to be good listeners. They're supportive of other people's achievements. That stuff's really good as far as characteristics of the energy giver. Impact. They inspire people. They lift people up. They make people feel motivated and energized. You know who I think is really good at that?
Who's that?
Our Andrew. I think he's a very good person when it comes to making you feel motivated.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting considering you bully him all the time.
It doesn't mean he's not a monster. He's an uplifting monster.
Okay, so we're actually talking about energy givers and takers as far as people go.
Yes.
Now, you in your own mind have a series of attributes or negatives that are energy givers and takers. Right? Mm-hmm. In your own brain, you can deplete your own energy, and in your own mind, you can create energy for yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Without a doubt.
And this list is overwhelmingly accurate. I think I'm looking at the list you sent me.
Okay.
The energy takers versus the energy givers within your own sphere, within your own mind. Mm-hmm. Hit that one.
Okay, so that one has to do with focusing on the past. Apparently, if you are too focused on the past, that's just going to suck your energy. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change what's already happened. Move on. An energy giver, though, in that capacity would be focusing on your future and goals and success, things that you want to do with your life at the moment. Also, interest or a lack of sleep, inconsistent sleep, they say is just going to suck your energy right away. I think all of us live with that one all the time. Mess and clutter, an energy taker. Clean up a little bit, organize your space, you'll feel better. I think that's so true. I've done that before. Sedentary time, when you're just sitting around. You can be doing so much other stuff instead of just sitting and watching TV or just sitting in general.
Boredom breeds misery.
Yes, absolutely. When we're in here, I think you guys, well, actually you might not notice because I'm short, but I stand up a lot because sitting actually just sucks the life out of me and I don't like to do it. Social media, an energy sucker.
I just realized something. I had an energy sucker this weekend that I could have gotten out of my head, and that was all the crap that's going on with the travel delays at Newark Airport. Why am I spending time on my vacation fun weekend thinking about travel and all that stuff? I that was sucking energy away from me. I needed to spend more time in the present and thinking about solutions because that would be more energy giving in my own mind. Is that correct?
Of course. Oh, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Yeah. Plus, I mean, look, there's always a workaround for anything that can stand in your way, like travel problems. The workaround is, travel problems are inevitable. When you travel, there's always going to be delays. You should always be prepared for them. And if you know Newark Airport is a piece of crap, don't go to Newark Airport. There's another workaround right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, bring work with you to do now that you know that this is going to possibly happen. If you're stuck somewhere, you can still be productive instead of just hating everything that's happening. Social media in general, we said, is a sucker. Overworking, a life sucker. Dehydration. I think that's a huge one. People don't pay attention to it enough. For the most part, when someone tells me they are not feeling good, my first question is, did you drink water? Which is probably so annoying. But I think it makes such a difference when you hydrate your body.
That's so true. I was reading something about this, Elvis, and it's because the essential parts of your body, like your intestinal system, it's sucking the water and the moisture from your brain and other parts of your body and your circulatory system to keep that going. So you
Wow.
just, if you're feeling tired, drink a glass of water. It's not that hard, people.
So my colon is an energy sucker.
Yes, it's sucking the life out of you, literally.
Wow.
Okay. Well defined.
Your colon.
And look at this list. Negativity sucks your energy. Junk food. Of course, we all know that. Absolutely. I can see how there's a connection there. Watching the news. Okay.
Oh,
It's
no.
a big one.
Well, I know, but you know what? It's okay to be informed with what's going on in the world. We need to be. But to sit there and watch it repeat itself over and over, as network news does tend to do. Alcohol, yes. Stress, yes. Fear. So I'm looking at this list. Only one thing on this list is not in my life and taking my energy.
What is
Everything
that?
else is. Overworking.
That's great.
Well, a lot of people do overwork. A lot of people cannot turn work off. They bring work home, and that sucks your energy, right?
Without a doubt. Yes.
Now, let's look at the energy givers. So this is the list you need to be focusing on. These are the things you need to dive into a little more. Go ahead, take that list. This is great.
Music. Without
Yes.
a doubt. I love it. I mean, even when you're at the gym, doesn't the music make the biggest difference in the world?
Absolutely.
Or just whatever it is. Music, the soundtrack of your life, it changes everything in one direction or the other. Nature. We love it. Touch grass. It's important. You actually need to get out there and be around trees. You know, in Japan, they actually prescribe a therapy called forest therapy where they just send people into the woods to hang out in the woods for a little while.
I get it.
Yeah. It makes a big difference. Rest. Duh. We all suck at that one.
Yep.
We need to get more rest. Sunlight, so important. We all need that vitamin D. Froggy's going to insert a joke, I'm sure. Positivity.
There goes Froggy.
Right?
Froggy's inserting the D.
Hey.
I-
Positivity and gratitude, so important. I know we say it all the time, but if you just think at the end of the day about the 3 things that you were happy about in that day and actually focus on it for a second, it will rewire your brain. They say the more you practice gratitude, the happier you become.